So welcome to this webinar. Thanks to Meet and Code. We are going to be talking to you about career tours and class chats. Those are products by Amazon Feature Engineer here at Amazon. Now, just really quickly, I'm going to get you through the agenda, which is first introductions. Then I'm going to tell you a little bit more about our offerings for Amazon Feature Engineer across Europe. Then I'm going to be talking to you about class chats in the UK. And then my colleague will tell you more about career tours with a demo. After that, we're going to share with you how you can sign up to our offerings and follow up with a Q&A. Now, introductions. So my name is Wojciech. I'm one of the team members for Amazon Feature Engineer, but more importantly, I'm one of the product managers for class chats. And I'll let my colleague introduce himself.
Thanks, Wojciech. Elliot, I work on the Amazon Future Engineer program across Europe. I've been on the team for a little bit over 3 years. And yeah, excited to talk to you about career tours just after Wojciech speaks about class chats.
Thank you. Now, before anything, we want to tell you a little bit more about what we offer at AFE. So in general, different AFE programs across Europe, which is Germany, France, and the United Kingdom, we offer some variations of computer science education initiatives, but also ways to raise aspirations. So for instance, we have Coding for Climate Action, Citizen Code Python. We have partnered up with Turing Lab to provide also curriculum-linked computer science activities for children. We also have Alexa Skills Inventor, where students get to do a bit of coding, but also be more on the innovator side, and Your Voice is Power, which is a way that we embrace the diversity of students to come up with great songs related to, linked to coding. Now, for class chats. So what is class chats? So class chats, in a nutshell, is a way that we try to raise aspirations of many children. And this is through leveraging our Amazon employees. So this is through non-technical and technical. And this is a great way for not only demystify the world of tech, but also to allow students to ask questions if they have any. Now, for Class Chats UK, we're in collaboration with Springpod, and it's more of an ecosystem. So I'm going to explain to you a little bit more about what that entails. So first off, live class chats. So this is more of like a fireside chat with students where this is done virtually, and they're able to have 30 to 45 minutes where they get to learn about amazing employees across the United Kingdom, but also have a live Q&A at the end. This is for the age group of 11 through 18. We release live sessions every few weeks where teachers and students can sign up for them. Now, if they're not able to attend those sessions, don't worry, those are recorded so they can be rewatched at a later date. Now, here I show you some of the past class chatters that have talked to students that have been involved in different sort of fields. So it's been about, around the cloud. It has been about solutions architecture. It's been about, AWS cloud and just policy around creating a greener future. Now we have another set of products that it's more in-depth. So this is called on-demand class chats. And we have figured out a way that we put 3 pathways that students can learn from, which is AWS Cloud, but also about apprenticeships in production and around AI knowledge. And remember, all of these 3 pathways are also from real employees that work at Amazon in the UK. This is up to 2 hours of delivery, and that can be for at the pace of students. Now, I want to show you just a little bit of what this looks like because this is quite cool. So I'm gonna just 1 second reshare my screen. Hold on. Stop sharing. I'm gonna share my full screen for 1 second, and I'm gonna show you how that looks for on-demand class chats. So once students sign up for on-demand experience, they're able to choose from the 3 pathways. And once they're using the platform, they get to go through different modules where not only they learn more about the different career pathways, but they get to do some hands-on activities. So for instance, for the Verifying AI Knowledge, not only they get to learn more about AI in general, but they get to meet the Amazonian behind this career pathway. So as they go through the modules, they get to know not only the mentor. So there's a bit of description about what the person does, and so on. But also they get to do a project brief. So this is a great introduction into the career pathway, and for them to complete a project, right? Now, this experience provides not only, the briefs and documents, but also model answers. So they can fact check their answers. And also they get to do some sort of quizzes through the experience, and where they can at the end upload all of their work for it to be not graded, but assessed. Once they complete the experience, they get to get a certificate of completion. Now, this is just to show you a little bit of what the documents look like. And just for the broadcast production model answer, this is another activity, how it looks like. So this is quite accessible. This is not meant to overwhelm students, but just to get them thinking about different career pathways. All right, so I'm going to go back into full screen. Then our last product, as part of the ClassChats ecosystem, we have Careers of the Future, called Future Careers Experience. And this is up to 7 hours worth of content where they get to learn more about apprenticeships in the UK, but also different career pathways, including digital careers, operations and engineering, and computer science. Now, this wouldn't be enough. So what we did was to also offer access to a recruiter from Amazon for students to learn more about the employability skills aspect. And in a way where they can, learn more directly from them, but also ask questions. Through this experience, they also get to do some activities where at the end they'll get a certification, depending on the level of engagement, which then they can use for their UCAS application. Now, UCAS in the UK, it's a centralized platform where students from across the United Kingdom get to use when applying for university, for apprenticeships, or different courses. The age for this experience is for students from the age of 14 to 18. Now, this is to tell you that also they are Gatsby benchmark friendly. So this means that they get in tune with the needs of students, but also of schools when it comes to get students career ready for careers of the future. So they're linked to careers they're linked to subjects students are learning, but also they have encounters with employees. They have different choices in consideration, and also are in consideration of different learning styles. Now, ClassChats in general, we offer them in the UK, Germany, and France. In the table, it shows you that for Germany and France, we only offer the traditional model of ClassChats through different charity partners. So for Germany, it's Teach and App Camps, where it can be either through schedule sessions or through matching the need of the teacher or of the students with an Amazonian. And in France, we have Cgenial, which delivers a virtual and in-person class chats. And that's it for me. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, voice check. Would you mind still sharing your screen? And
Yeah,
okay,
there you go.
never mind. I will take over. Second, sorry. Hopefully you can see my screen. Seeing nods, great. We'll just skip backwards a little bit. So, what are career tours? Career tours are essentially tours that go behind the scenes of a particular Amazon business unit, and you get to see the technology and careers that make them possible. These are the tours that we have in the Germany, UK, and France, and to say that we have more tours in more countries coming soon. So we have the Fulfillment Center tour, which goes behind the scenes of Amazon's fulfillment process. So really, when you click buy on Amazon.co.uk, Amazon.de, Amazon.fr, etc., how that package gets to your front door. In Germany as well, we have two further tours. One going behind the scenes of a data center, so talking about how movies and TV shows are streamed. And then we have a 360 degrees version of that tour where you follow two apprentices in their day-to-day job. To say in the UK, we have two versions of the career tour, one for primary and one for secondary students. So for primary, that's sort of ages 8 to 11. And then for secondary, that's anywhere from 11 to 18. They're all curriculum aligned, and we have free optional teacher resources to implement in the classroom. So in a second, I'm going to demo on Kahoot, the Fulfillment Center tour in the UK, the secondary version. And if I could ask you to pull up Kahoot. If you haven't used Kahoot before, it's basically a gamified platform where you'll see a video and then a question be asked, and whoever is first and correct gets the most points, and then you're added to a leaderboard. So I'll reshare my screen again. So if you could just head to on your phone or laptop, kahoot.it, and then enter this game pin in. So 6362366. And we'll just give everyone a second to join. Alternatively, like Wojciech is doing, you can scan the QR code. It's a better way of doing it as well. Techie Pro 2024. Is that you, Wojciech? Just give everyone a minute or so more to join. You can always join once we're underway. We're not going to go to the question immediately. There'll be a video first, so you won't miss out if we join halfway through. And if you're having any difficulties joining, please feel free to put them in the chat and we can help with that as well. Great, just 20 seconds more. And like I said, again, you can join once the video is playing. There'll be the game pin on the bottom. You just got to head to kahoot.it and type in this game pin here, 6362366. All right, why don't we get started? And please let me know if you can't hear my sound. You should be able to hear the computer sound. Right, so welcome to the secondary tour. This is the example of the optional teacher resources that we have. Equally, students can play it in their own time at home as a family. You can see this goes stop by stop, and we have some keywords for students to learn and take notes from things they find interesting or have learned as they go through the tour. So without further ado, we'll head to the first video. If it would play. For some reason, it is not playing, so I do apologize for that. We'll try the second video. So the idea is that we would have had a video, and it would say, what do you think happens after a customer clicks next on Amazon.co.uk? We would then encourage the students to write on that teacher resource that you saw or share in the class. I have a bad feeling this video is not also going to work. I do not know what's going on, so I apologize. But we can share these resources out afterwards as well. But here, this is kind of the first example of a question. So the students would get on their mobile devices, how does a packer choose the most efficient box of packing? And then after seeing the video, you would see, pick the box which simply looks enough by following on-screen commands, years of training, using rulers for each item. So the correct answer is following on-screen instructions based on previously recorded items. We've only got a couple of videos on here. Again, I'm not sure why this is not working, so my apologies. This video would have shown you there's not a question, but there's a spotlight on 3 engineers who make the fulfillment process possible, and explain to them kind of what their role is, what their background is. So did they choose to go to university or not? If so, what course did they study? Was it computer science, engineering, maths, biology, music, anything along those lines? So you can kind of see that people don't always have a traditional route into engineering or computer science. And that was it. At the end, obviously, there's this gamified version where you can see which of the students comes first. But as no one got the question right and we only managed to do one question, I'm not sure who is going to select. But there we go. So I'll stop sharing. And back over to you, Franzi. And apologies again for the technical issues there. I'm not sure what happened.
Thank you, Wojciech and Elliot. That was very interesting and inspiring. I think there are already some questions in the chat, and if you have any further questions, please let us know. So Vitali is asking, how can my daughter apply on the program? She's 10 years old, but she studies IT. I don't know to which program you are referring to, Vitali. Do you refer to class chats or meet and code or career tours? Maybe you could clarify. Class chats. Okay, Wojciech, could you answer this question? You are muted.
Hi. Okay, I'm back.
Because I first time at this webinar, and I'm interested how can my daughter apply to different programs or different classes. For example, I think class chats. It will be interesting to learn my daughter in future. But I can also interested in another program.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you for your question, first of all, and for the interest into one of our products. I will say, so the Future Careers Experience is available for all students. That being said, it's tailored for the needs of UK young peoples, right? So your daughter can still access and register to and take part of that experience. That being said, it might not be as effective as it was something bespoke towards if you're based in Turkey. So I'm gonna share with you, regardless, the link to the careers experience. Hold on. So you can learn more about what we offer with that, and then support your daughter into registering into taking part of that experience. Hopefully that answers your question.
Yes, thank you a lot.
Thank you. Any further questions?
Francie, can I just say that I dropped the link for the Kahoot website in the chat. So hopefully there's no technical issues when you play this in your classrooms or at home. And again, apologies for that.
Yeah, thank you. We can share the links and also the slides after the webinar via email with the participants as well. So yeah, thanks.
And just to let everyone know, I share my screen again, and that just shows you the different links that we have for our products in the UK. But then I hope that, you know, after this session, Francie can follow up, sharing some links for Amazon Future Engineer in Germany and France.
So we have another question in the chat. I think this refers to class chats as well. So do the volunteers only have a computer science background or other backgrounds as well?
No, so we get volunteers from non-technical and technical. So they can either be, you know, from software engineering background, or they can be marketing specialists that they use data analysis as part of their roles. So our focus is just to raise aspirations using some of the really unique careers that we have at Amazon to hopefully spark that passion of those students and young people into pursuing a career in tech.
Thank you. Any further questions, please feel free to type them into the chat. Someone is typing, so let's wait.
Francie, I don't know whether this would be useful as well. I've just tried to play a separate Kahoot, the full version, and I've managed to get the videos working. So maybe I can just quickly screen share. We won't have the question element, but I can just show one of the videos there as well.
Yeah, great.
So we'll check if it's okay. Oh, amazing, thank you. And hopefully now that I'm screen sharing again, it's not going to stop on me. Fingers crossed.
Now it
Can you hear
works.
it okay?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Hello everyone, welcome to your Amazon Future Engineer Robotic Fulfillment Center tour. My name is Simon and I'm at LTN4, the Amazon Fulfillment Center in Dunstable near Luton. On this tour, you will discover how computer science, state-of-the-art engineering and incredible people deliver customer orders at Amazon. Today, you're going to tour a few areas of Amazon's robotic fulfillment centers, or as we like to call them for short, FCs, where people and robots work together to pick, pack, and ship items to our customers. Our fulfillment network includes more than 200 robotics facilities around the globe. But before we begin, I want to know what you may already know. After a customer clicks order on amazon.co.uk, what do you think happens next?
So that is kind of an example of what the video was supposed to show in the first demonstration. And again, you would then see a question here after a customer clicks order on amazon.co.uk, what do you think that would happen? And then the tour across Germany, France, and the UK follows that same process of you have a video and then the students are asked to kind of report back and answer what they've learned in that video, whether it's a trivia question, so asking some factual information about the technology they've just learned about, or it could be what is the fastest Amazon has ever delivered a customer order, for example, which is the one after this. So yeah, hopefully you get a better sense of what Career Tools are offering. And again, we've got more coming in different countries down the line. Sorry for that, Francie. Back over to you.
Thank you. I don't think that we have any further questions, so just feedback. Perfect presentation. Thank you. So thanks to you, Elliot and Wojciech. And I suggest, if we don't have any further questions, that we can, stop the webinar. And thanks a lot for your time. And we will share all the content after the webinar. And thanks to you, our Meet and Code audience, for your time and attention this afternoon. And please have a look at our capacity building page and our YouTube channel, where you can find the recordings of our webinars. And remember to check the Meet and Code website. And have a nice afternoon, everyone.
Thanks all.